Welsh or even an eagle or a birdie if you're a regular at Caddies Cafe. And I cannot believe that the friends of Pembrokeshire Prostate Cymru are having their big breakfast tomorrow. I can't believe it. It's been a year since I had Brian Harris here. This afternoon, though, I've got Kev Jones and Peter O'Shea. Afternoon, chaps.
Afternoon. How are you doing?
Thank you ever so much for joining us here today. Kev, first up, tell us all about this big breakfast. What is it? What's going on?
Well, the big breakfast was started by Prostate Cymru, and it's all around Wales. And we gather together during the month of November and try and do events. Doesn't matter how big or how small. You've got some people just having a breakfast in their home and inviting some friends around and making a few quid there. And you've got other people doing a bit bigger of an event, and we decided we'll do something a little bit bigger this year. With all the profits, of course, going to Pembrokeshire Friends of Prostate Cymru to help fund Prostate Cymru, who are looking after men in Wales who have prostate cancer.
And helping a huge amount of people as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, I mean, we've done a lot of fundraisers together, and
yeah, we have.
Peter was saying it's about £400,000 now raised. A huge amount of money. What does that equate to in supporting Prostate Cymru?
Oh, it's a massive amount. They're doing a lot of good work, but they really need a lot of money because Prostate Cymru is the biggest cancer. Prostate cancer is the biggest cancer for men. And it's 1 in 8 men in Wales will get prostate cancer. And if somebody in your family has got it, then it's 1 in 3. And I know stories of people, the president of Prostate Cymru, he ran a pub and he saw a guy going to the toilet and said to him, have you had your prostate checked? He didn't, so he went and had it tested and he got prostate cancer. And he was treated successfully, but then he said to him, have you got any brothers or sisters? He said, I got a brother. He said, speak to him. And he went to speak to him and he got prostate cancer as well, but knew nothing about it. So it is saving lives all around Wales. It's fantastic.
And if in doubt, you really should just get it checked.
Absolutely. Well, if you're 50 or over, you're entitled to have it checked every 2 years. And you should. It's a PSA test, it's just a blood test. And you go from there. It's not the be-all and end-all. You know, if you get a high blood count on your PSA, it doesn't mean you have got prostate cancer. And if you get a low one, it doesn't mean you haven't. But it's the best we've got available at the moment. So you really should. A friend of mine went and had his done. And he initially went and he was told he didn't need it because he didn't have any symptoms. And I said, well, when you've got symptoms, you've got prostate cancer, so you need to go back and get it. So he did, and he had the most advanced form of prostate cancer. But he's been treated, he's still around now, and we know that had he not gone and had it treated, then he'd have probably died 2 years ago. Wow. So it's very, very important.
Yeah, just goes to show you've got to get it checked out, lads. Peter, last time you were here, we were talking FSB here with the Friends of Pembrokeshire Prostate Cymru today. What's your role within the organisation? What's your role within the organisation? What do you do? The prostate Friends of Prostate Cymru.
Well, I'm on the.
What hat are you wearing today?
Yeah, indeed. Well, I'm on the sort of the small committee that we have at Pembrokeshire Friends of Prostate Cymru too, and the main reason for our being is to help raise awareness of prostate Cymru, because one of the biggest problems with prostate cancer is there are basically no symptoms until it's too far gone. So raising the awareness for people to, as Kevin was mentioning about these PSA tests and any other thing that you may think that that something's not quite right. You're going to the toilet more often than you used to. Your bladder takes a long time to have a wee than it normally does. Then that is a sign. And it's basically one of the problems is, of course, Prostate Cymru is. I keep on saying Cymru, but never mind. Prostate is a men's cancer, and us men aren't very good at talking about our health. We don't talk about it, we just keep it to ourselves and we just bumble along. But basically the whole reason for Pembrokeshire Friends of Prostate Cymru is to raise awareness. And tomorrow's breakfast is all about getting together, raising some money towards it, but raising awareness of the cancer.
I mean, over the years, we've talked about these events and supported it, and it's always sort of been denied a little bit, as you say, as blokes. We're very much just, it'll be all right. We'll crack on. We'll get on with it. It's just the important thing is getting in early. So any of those signs you just said, just go and get it checked. Because if you do leave it, as Kev said, it could be fatal.
Yeah. And we always also try to raise the awareness with the ladies in our community, because as we all know, if our wife or girlfriend or somebody spots there's something wrong with us, they tell us about it, and so we always encourage partners to learn more about prostate cancer in order to push the men to go to the doctors.
Yeah, most certainly. So, Kev, tomorrow then, nice bit of slap up nosh at Caddies. Are you going for the eagle or the birdie?
Oh, the birdie for me.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Maybe 1 hour. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's a long old stint. So what time is the big breakfast kicking off tomorrow?
So we're kicking off at 8:30 in the morning at Caddies in Freystrop, and we're going to be there till 2:30. Our biggest concern at the moment is we're hoping for quite a good turnout, is people turning up and there's nowhere to sit. So we're hoping people will spread it out a little bit between 8:30 and 2:30. But Paula from Caddies, who's been brilliant, because initially when Peter and I started talking about it, we said, well, nobody's going to give up their cafe for the morning for a charity. And I spoke to Paula about it, and she said, yeah, I'll do that, no problem at all, which is amazing. And but the thing is, she has said to us now that if people, A, can't come but still want to donate, or if people come and they can't get served straight away and they don't want to wait, we'll give them a voucher and they can pay the money for the breakfast and they can come back and have it at any other time in the future. Fab. Which I thought was amazing, that and it'll spread it out a little bit.
Yeah, hats off Paula, she's an absolute superstar, and it's a really good breakfast as well.
It's a great
breakfast, absolutely.
What about you, Peter? You an eagle or a birdie man?
Depending how hungry I am, to be honest. Mainly it's a birdie. I must say it's a birdie. It's
birdie.
a birdie that we normally have between us.
Birdie's
Not between us, each I mean, sorry. That mistake. Anyway, I'd imagine a birdie between Kevin and myself wouldn't be very good at all.
And if you haven't tried a birdie or an eagle, you need to get yourself along to Caddies Cafe and pick whatever you fancy. Lovely breakfast. But the most important thing here is they're going to be supporting friends of Pembrokeshire Prostate Cymru. More information available online as well, prostatecymru.com. So tomorrow it's about having a good breakfast, but also having a fundraiser as well, of course, for friends of Pembrokeshire Prostate Cymru, and having a chat about it as well, Kev. I think if anyone has been affected by this or maybe thinks they got one of the symptoms, at least you can just come along and have a chat.
Yeah, absolutely. Peter and I are going to be there all day. So if anybody has got any concerns about that, come along. We can talk to them, and if we don't know the answers, we're sure we'll know somebody who does.
Yeah.
Don't you think, Pete?
Absolutely. Yeah. And I know a couple of the other committee members who will also be there. They're coming along as well too. So there'll be lots of help and advice and guidance.
And we know that there's going to be quite a few people there who have had prostate cancer. And once you've had prostate cancer, they'll be quite happy to talk about it and to explain what happened and what they went through, and how they got to where they are today. So come along and join in.
I think the other important thing as well, which you mentioned, Kev, is if you can't make it tomorrow for whatever reason, you can have your own breakfast. You can just have a little fry up.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's a number of people who are just having a small breakfast and they're inviting people from their street, coming along, raising 50 quid or whatever. You haven't got to be some fantastic big event. Just invite friends in, cook them a breakfast, get to know your neighbours a bit better. All sorts of things. And it's all going to go towards Prostate Cymru to help, and there's a tremendous amount of men in Pembrokeshire have been helped by Prostate Cymru. There's no doubt about it, which lots of them wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for that. So it's a cause. What's the saying that we use now? Save the males in Wales. That's
Save the males in Wales.
Save the males in Wales.
And I remember going to one of these events actually, and isn't Wales like one of the worst places in the UK?
Yeah, it is. It's higher. The 1 in 8 is higher than anywhere else.
Yeah.
And as you know, up till a few years ago, when we raised a lot of money to train the doctors on the Da Vinci robotic machines, there were no robotic machines in Wales or Scotland or Ireland, but they had something like 23 in England. And I think the Welsh Rugby Union raised a lot of money to buy the machine, but then we discovered that they still weren't being used because there was nobody trained to use them.
Yeah.
So we had that Wurzels event, and we raised a lot of money, and enough to train doctors to use it, and they cascaded it down, and that's really gone very well for members of the of Pembrokeshire sort of men who have now been made use of that and had their operations and are still here today and getting on really well.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, keep up the great work, fellas. I mean, obviously there's other committee members as well, but it's voluntary what you do. It's great the work you do, and keep it up. And hopefully, lots more people will be coming along tomorrow, following our little conversation here today. And it's what it's all about.
Will we see you there tomorrow, Toby?
I will do my best to get along tomorrow. My show's 10 till 1. So it's slap bang. But after my show, I'll see if I can.
After your show,
I'll see if I can nip over.
We'll put one aside for you. Yeah.
And it'd be nice, I think, that if anybody who's listening to this and didn't know about it before, and they decide to come, please come to me and Peter and just say, look, I come because I heard you on Pure West Radio.
Yeah.
It'll be nice to know.
Yeah, you've heard it. So yeah, I'll do my best to pop along after the show tomorrow.
Extra sausages after black.
Oh, an extra sausage.
Extra sausage.
Oh, yes, you got me there. You got me there, Peter. You can find out more information about the Big Breakfast and how you can support Prostate Cymru and Friends of Pembrokeshire Prostate Cymru. Maybe if it's affected you or a family member, you'd like to give up some of your time, help support the cause. It's what it's all about. Thanks ever so much, Kevin Jones, Peter O'Shea, for joining us here today. Stars you are. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Take care, Toby.
Absolute superstars. So pop along to that breakfast tomorrow and also do your little bit as well and support Prostate Cymru. More information, it's all online for you, prostatecymru.com. Here's Alanis Morissette.